What is going on out there, peeps? All right, look, man. Okay, good responses to that video that I did showing you guys that, even the big dogs get it wrong sometimes. And I wasn't trying to pick on Dave Ramsey, but I mean, Dave Ramsey's telling this lady in 2018, you know what I mean, too. Gold was a bad investment. And I'm hoping she didn't respond or she didn't re listen to him because all she had to do is wait. Because October and November, the very next month, it started going up. I can imagine if I'm that lady and I sold $100,000 worth of gold only to find out that it went up that much in that short period of time. It makes you lose faith in people that you're listening to. But the point being, she shouldn't just take, well, I don't know, that's pretty big, man. When you lose something like that, you're going to lose a lot of faith in somebody that you listen to and respect. But nonetheless, what I'm hoping is, look, Dave Ramsey has a lot of other information that he shares with people that benefit a lot of people's lives. And sometimes people make a call on something, and I don't mean like literally a call, but make a suggestion on something that doesn't pan out, and it can affect people's lives. That's why you have to be very careful. That's why I tell you guys, look, I'm not a professional. I don't have a license. I'm not an attorney. You know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just like one of you. I'm one of you people, and I go out there and I do all the research that I need to. But I don't just do the research, I also leave links to where I'm getting my information from so that you can check it out yourself and help form a very educated opinion. Okay, we're going to get into something because, man, if you've been listening to what I'm telling you, you did what I said, you should be very, very happy about what's going on. Again, if you bought on a dip especially, let's get into what's going on. But a quick reminder, hey, everybody, if you're thinking about buying some precious metals and you're here in the United States, please give a consideration to our friends over at Money Metals Exchange, as you probably should, since precious metals are on the move again. Okay, so the link will be in the description. If you go over there and you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, please use promo code Pimpy, Pimpy, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. In case you haven't noticed yet, I do finally have a Twitter. Come on over there and join me. There is my Twitter handle, I guess is what it's called. I don't know what it is, but anyways, there I am. I'll be posting stuff in there as well. Okay. Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we do talk about investment opportunities, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, foreign currency investments. All right, no politics in there. You guys keep posting political stuff in there. Bring it over to here. The hidden things are in front of your eyes. You can post politics stuff in here. All right. So if you come over here, you can post stuff about politics, conspiracy things, QAnon, 9/11, false flag events, current events. I don't mind it. Post it over here. Let me show what's going on. And look at. So gold is starting to go up again. It's almost to the 2000 again. Silver is going up towards the $28 mark again. So if you guys bought on a dip and you did that cost averaging out, you guys should be very happy about what you're seeing here. As far as cryptocurrencies, look at them take off. Man, I pumped a lot of money into Chainlink. They have really been outperforming everybody over the last several weeks. So I pumped into Chainlink. I think they were down at like $1.50 not that long ago, and now they're up to 16.84. So I'm very happy about this move. I'd like to be able to push more in there if I could. But nonetheless, I still have my Ethereum, and Ethereum is back up above $400. So I just showing you that you can see all the green. Cryptos are on a run again. Look at this NEO's up 15%. Okay? So I don't look at the monies. I look at the percentages. That's what I'm looking for. This is a big jump. This is a big jump. This is a big jump. All right? So anyways, that's where we are with cryptocurrencies, you guys. So when you put your money into cryptocurrencies, understand that their volatility is crazy. They have mood swings worse than the bipolar PMS woman. No offense, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm just saying they go up really fast and they come down really fast. So you can't get overly emotionally into this and go, oh my God, and panic. What you do is you just you set a goal. How many Ethereums do you want? Let's say you want 10 of them. Then once you achieve your goal, leave it alone. Leave it alone. There's a window of opportunity, in my opinion, which you can make a lot of money off of it. Remember, when it goes down, not to panic. If anything, buy on the dip. I said it many times. I even did a video explaining why, because people have asked me several times, what does that mean, buy on the dip? So I explained it in there, and I hope you guys watch that. All right, so buy on the dip when the price drops. When it goes up, that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy. Okay, I'm just saying, if you bought on the dip, that means what? Because people are going, well, I paid a little more than where it is now. I got to wait for it to make up. No. So if you buy it when it's a little bit lower, like I showed you in that video, you can average it out. That means you really didn't invest as much as you thought. Or averages out, I should say, to a much lower price, is what I'm trying to say. So look, gold and silver on the move. Cryptocurrencies, for those of you who want to buy cryptocurrencies, I do have the link in my description. You can follow it. Takes you over to Coinbase, and from there, you can get a free $10 just for signing up. And then once you have your account established, which usually takes a couple of so weeks, you can go earn up to about $109. It used to be about $150 worth of free cryptos just by watching videos. All right, you guys, so definitely you look at this on a move. I saw it this morning, and I wanted to share this with you. And then also Ray Dalio. This is a guy that owns Bridgewater. It's a huge hedge fund. Guess what they're doing? Yep, they're moving their money into gold. A lot more. I want you to listen to what this man has to say. This is new money, but I want you to listen to what he's saying about where Ray Dalio is putting all his monies at the moment.
Yeah, what is in that document actually goes against his opinion on gold that he has held for a very, very long time. It actually shows that Bridgewater Associates is getting pretty cozy with the idea of holding lots of gold. So Bridgewater's total portfolio was worth $5.96 billion at the end of Q2 2020. So that is up around about $1 billion from last quarter. However, that is to be expected because, of course, we've seen that be the general trend of things through all of these 13Fs, just because the markets themselves have recovered so much in the past 3 months. So that's definitely been a bit of a trend of late. However, what really caught my eye about this quarter's 13F from Bridgewater is what they've been doing with the really big positions in their portfolio.
So pay attention to this because there's a lot of you that are into stocks and mutual funds and a whole 9 yards, because this guy's going to break it down a little bit what it is that Bridgewater has been putting most of their money into. And like I told you, we're seeing Warren Buffett. They made a move into gold. I told you about the Middle Eastern royal families are making more of a move into gold. We're seeing now Bridgewater make a move into gold. So this should be telling you everything you need to know.
Now, Bridgewater has a very, very large portfolio. They have 383 stocks in this portfolio, and only 4 stocks have a larger than 5% weight in the portfolio. So
4 of those 383 hold the largest amount of money for Bridgewater. So let's watch what the 4 are.
This portfolio is very diversified, but if we start looking at those largest positions, then we can start to see some interesting patterns emerging. So first of all, his largest position is in SPY, which is an S&P 500 ETF. Largest ETF.
Now I'm going to pause here because sometimes you guys go, oh, what was that ETF? So here it is, the ETF, I mean. So SPDR, which is basically, it's a mutual fund that invests in all the companies that are listed on the S&P 500. And you're going to see them show you all the different companies. And these are the ones that we're seeing in the stock market taking off like a bat out of hell. Okay? So this might be one of those great mutual funds or ETFs that you want to be in if you're considering getting into ETFs.
ETF in the world. He actually holds 26% of his portfolio just in SPY. He's actually added 42% to that holding over the past 3 months. So that money gets spread across the 500 largest stocks.
You can see them: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, the Alphabets, Berkshire Hathaway, Johnson & Johnson's. Look at it, all the companies that are part of that ETF. And why it's probably a good idea. That guy's holding more than 1/4 of his $5 billion are being held. Is that right? Dang.
In the United States. So that's his biggest position, but the second biggest position is the one that's much more interesting or a bit more telling, and that is in GLD, which is the SPDR Gold Shares ETF. So this is the largest gold ETF in the whole world.
So I'm going to hold this here again. Look at this. SPDR Gold Trust, GLD. It is the largest gold ETF in the world. So for those of you who want to feel secure about what you're doing with your monies and your investing and your IRAs, maybe you consider these. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave that there for a second. And maybe it's something you should consider. So if you're not comfortable of holding on to physical gold and silver, then maybe you move into those companies that deal with it.
And what's really interesting is that Bridgewater's current position in this ETF is worth $900 million.
Dang.
Now, that's not 5% of their portfolio. That's edging up to 15% of their portfolio. So literally 15% of their portfolio is in the world's largest gold ETF. So Dalio is currently holding about 3 times the amount of gold that he would normally like to hold just in standard normal conditions. And this is a pretty obvious sign to me that Ray Dalio doesn't want to be caught holding too much cash right now. He would much rather hold gold. And it's not like this position has been this large in the past. He's actually been adding quite a lot to it over the past 3 months. He's actually added 34.66% to this position. So
in the second quarter. Do you see what I'm saying? Even Ray Dalio goes on there and tells people, you just want to hold some, not a lot. You just want to hold some gold, not a lot. But then all of a sudden you see what their hedge funds are doing. He's actually holding 3 times the amount that he recommends us peons hold. That should tell you. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I watch what these other people are doing. I don't know if you ever seen the movie 2012. Remember that? The movie about the end of the world, the Mayan calendar, 2012. And there's this scene where there's an earthquake happening and, John Cusack's calling his ex-wife saying, hey, pack up the kids. We got to get the hell out of here. She's like, why? She says, the governor's on the news telling everybody that everything is fine. And he yells at her, he's an actor. You know what I mean? So the point being, that you have these governors on the media telling everybody that everything was fine when they know it's not fine. You have these money investor gurus coming out and saying, hey, look, it's okay to hold some, but not a lot. But then they turn around and they hold 3 times the amount that they're telling us to hold. See what I'm saying? This is what I try to do, point these things out. But let's look at the other 2 biggies, because I'm curious.
So to me, this says that Ray Dalio wants gold and he wants it now, because he's literally, the value of Bridgewater's position in this ETF has gone up by $300 million in just the past 3 months. So that's actually 5% of their whole portfolio has been sunk into this ETF just in the past 3 months. It's quite a bit. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't stop there. The third largest position in the portfolio is IVV, which is another S&P 500 ETF, and that occupies 8.7% of Bridgewater's portfolio. Then next up is VWO, which is an emerging markets ETF that occupies 7.5% of the portfolio. And then we get down to the 5th largest position in this portfolio, and it's in IAU, which is the iShares Gold Trust ETF. Literally the 2nd largest gold ETF in the whole world. So,
do you see what I'm saying? They tell you one thing, but they do the opposite. The opposite. Now look at his 4th largest holding is into another gold trust.
So Dalio's got 15% of his portfolio in the world's largest gold ETF, and then he's got 5% in the world's 2nd largest gold ETF. So he's not even just holding 15% of the portfolio in gold, he's holding 20% of Bridgewater's portfolio just in gold.
20%, 1/5 of all his $5 billion. Is that right, or is it $9 billion? I forgot what it was. So nonetheless, in gold, they're all making this move. I want to stress this to you. They are all making that move into gold. So if you think about the positions that these people hold in power and their connections with all the bankers, all the politicians, all that stuff, you don't think that they're not talking amongst each other about what they believe is coming up here in the future? And this is forcing them all to move in that direction? Do you see what I'm saying? Watch what they do, not what they say.
In the 2 largest gold ETFs in the whole world. And I find this really interesting because not many people are talking about this right now. Ray Dalio, who forever has said, gold should be a part of the investor's portfolio, but not in a big way. No, please don't make the headline, Ray Dalio buys gold. That's not really what I meant. Only a small amount in gold. It's not a very good investment over the long run. All of a sudden, bang, Q2 2020, 20% of Bridgewater's $6 billion share portfolio is in gold ETFs. And as I was saying, it's not like these positions have just been there forever. He's been actively adding to these positions in a big way over the past few months. As I said before, he added 34.66% to GLD, and now he's added 35.45% to IAU
just within the last few months. I told you I have a feeling stuff that's coming up here, September, October, and these people I think are in the know. They are talking amongst each other. So it's not just Warren Buffett moving in that direction, but we're also seeing Ray Dalio now and Bridgewater. Now 20% of their, 1/5 of their holdings is into gold ETFs. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys. This is why you can't just listen to what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. And then also I pointed out again in the other video that, hey, look at, even the big dogs sometimes make mistakes, like Dave Ramsey telling that lady to sell. Now she's going to be kicking herself in the ass if she did. If she didn't, thank God. I'm hoping that lady didn't, because right now she should be way up on her value. As you can see, cryptos are climbing. And as I stated before, 1, this is my Twitter account. 2, if you guys are considering getting into precious metals, please give our friends over at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link for Money Metals and the link if you want to buy cryptocurrencies, now is the time. They're on the upswing. All right. Click them. Go to them. Right now while you're catching on the upswing. All right, you guys. I just wanted to show you once again, when you start seeing the really big dogs, the whales, and I mean the whales, when you see these huge, what do you call it, hedge funds making that type of move and increasing their holdings on gold, then that should tell you that we are all on the right path for those of us stacking gold and silver. All right, you guys, that's it for now. That's the video. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later.